Hey, what's going on YouTube? Hope all is well. This is Kai Louie here. At least of what you can see of me, it's really dark from where I am at, and so I do apologize if the visual is not so great. Um, I have a vlog here. Well, first off, happy New Year to all of you, my viewers, those who are tuning in for the first time. If you are, thank you. Um, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Um, my channel is simply motivation. Um, I've been through a lot. I've dealt with a lot, and a lot of it I dealt with it on my own because I held it in. I kept stuff in, and I didn't know how to rely on others because I built this force field around me to the point where I dealt with everything in my own way, and that necessarily wasn't the best way of going at things. And so I try to lead by example, and do my best in sharing what I've gone through in hopes that um, if you're viewing this, that maybe you're struggling or maybe you're going through the topics that I'm talking about and you just need a little extra encouragement. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Um, so if you like videos like that, please keep tuning in. Please subscribe. Please share my videos to friends if you know they're dealing with stuff. Um, my family always did say I have a big heart, and I try to use my heart in the advantage of helping others. So, um, again, happy New Year to you. Um, the last 2 days, what have I done? I've a little bit of celebrating, not too much. Spent time with my girlfriend and her family, mostly my girlfriend, which is fantastic. I got my midnight kiss and everything that you know is always uh, the you know the reason you know that New Year's makes it even more special. You know, uh, being with your significant other and sharing that your excitement and so let's see. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. She's a New Year's baby, so I called her, and I wrote her a poem. I like to write poetry, as you guys have seen in some of my videos. And I promise I'll share some more. I'm working on a few books, trying to get them done so I can publish them. Um, I sent my mom a card. I called her. I wrote her a poem on Facebook, and it just being away from her is sad. I wish I was there to celebrate with her, but she knows I'm doing what I gotta do to make a living, and she's doing her thing, and we're not too far away. So she's only 14 hours away if I drive. Otherwise, she's like an hour away, I think. So in flight. But yeah, the last 2 days, if you haven't tuned in to my videos before, if this is your first video, I want you to go back and start from vlog one. Um, just disregard the last few videos. The last few videos I've shared um, were personal, but I wanted to share them. So I mean, if you want to, feel free. Um, but um, I want you to go back and check out all my videos because all my videos are substantial. They all have a meaning behind it, and I'm not perfect by any means. I'm still struggling today. I'm struggling every day. Um, but how you pick yourself up, how you go at life is what tells a lot of people who you are. You know what I mean? Where you pick yourself up. So, um, but I did a video vlog a while back on values and goals and ethic, um, principle, all that. As you guys are making your New Year's resolutions, as you guys are making your plans for this year, um, may I please leave a suggestion in writing them down because in the past I've kind of just gone at things one by one, and slowly those things didn't come the way that I hoped. Didn't come in my time. It came later on when I deserved it, and thank you, Lord, for that. But lately, and last year, I did my goal of moving or of getting my license, getting my car, and moving from Minnesota to California. And so I did that, and I'm still here in California. There's still things that I gotta do, and so I am making another list. And I thought maybe I could share a little bit of what I got planned. Um, if you are in the process of moving, or if you've moved, you know that the transitioning is very difficult, and getting everything tied over. And I'm still struggling to getting things tied over, like my license changed and stuff like that. I'm not too far behind, but I could definitely use a little prayer and some support on that. But I've made the list. My birthday is at the end of this month, January 31st, and my goal is to get all this stuff done. Get my car fixed. There's a few things that I got to get checked out. Get my license changed, and get the smog test done, and then I'll be an official Californian. So that'll be upright in my plans for uh, the coming year. Because then I can be well on my way and finding another job. Um, Exceeding expectations that I've had that haven't worked out so far. Like I've said, I've always made lists, and I've always gone one by one because I do have a tendency to get a little sidetracked and sometimes overwhelmed. Um, so value your ideas, um, and you know s- don't set the bar too high. You know what I mean? Um, you wanna pace it. You know what I mean? You wanna go at it um, slowly but surely. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can get overwhelmed. Um, I have ADD, attention deficit disorder. It's a learning disability, and I'm not afraid to admit that. Um, and what's tough about it is I've always worked twice as hard. I've had to work twice as hard to get things um, as the average person. Um, you know, and and I'm still working twice as hard. You know, and what's tough is that you know these things that I have, these goals that I have, I work so hard to to do, and sometimes it doesn't happen right away. Sometimes it doesn't happen when I want it to happen, and that's not what it's all about. You got to go through the trials and tribulations in life. You got to go through the bumpy roads. You got to find ways to move around it, and find a better path. Um, and so my suggestion for you guys as you're going at the world now in 2017, I suggest you to make a list of goals and do one by one at a time, and then by the end of the year, I want you to get back at me and say how you feel. So I'd like to read what you guys think. Um, Please feel free to leave your comments below. Or you could always message me. I can leave the link to my email down, and I do have a Facebook page, so you can always contact me on there. As long as it's not, I don't I don't want any profanity or any judgmental things. That's not what this is about. I want us all to come together and get along. You know what I mean? If we can get along, maybe the word can get passed on. Other people can watch my videos, and maybe things can start being cleaner throughout. You know, we can prevent things or tragedies and stuff like that. Um, but anyways, yes. So a few of my goals are to get my car fixed, um, my license changed over, and the smog test, um, which shouldn't be too hard. It's just if I gotta get my car fixed before that. Otherwise, my car may not be cleared for the state to drive in. So um, because I drove it from Minnesota, I wanted the idea. I wanted to travel. I wanted to drive. I wanted to go on an adventure, and I definitely did. Scary. I wish I didn't do it alone. Um, well, I drove part way with my mom, my mother, um, and then the rest of the way I drove by myself. So that was scary. I wish I had a companion with me or someone with me. My girlfriend couldn't fly out, so driving alone was sad. Because I wish my girlfriend was there. Trying to communicate to her where I was at was really tough. I don't know if she ever got him or if she really, if it was on the top of her mind of wondering where I was at. But 'cause she has her life, she's busy, and so it was scary. I just didn't move out of my house. I moved out of state. So, um, you know what I mean? It's a tough ordeal. You know what I mean? And so once I get that done, I'm gonna start looking. I'm saving money now to look for a place to live, um, and saving up money for some other things. Maybe later down the line, get a better car. Um, I'd like to eventually get married to my love. That takes time, and a lot of growing up, maturity. And I may be 27, I'll be 28 at the end of the month, but I'm still a little kid at heart sometimes. You know what I mean? So, anyways, but yeah, something that has always helped me is making a plan, um, or uh, writing a list on what goals I have, how I'm gonna go at them, and checking them off once they're all completed. Excuse me. Um, so I suggest that to you, and then later down the line, feel free to share how you're feeling after completing all those. Um, you know, because I care. You know, you may not know me personally. Um, you may not have met me, or we may have not crossed paths, but I care. In the Bible it says, being a good Samaritan, you have to go beyond yourself to help others, out of the goodness of your heart. And, in return, maybe love will be sent back. So, anyways, guys, that's it for this vlog, for this week. Again, Happy New Year. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. This is Kai Louie. Kai Louie out.